Hey there, so we're in the fourth part of the Batman series, and the last part for the Drunken Film School responses. And, Drunken Film School, Logan Toxic, Nathan's Blu-ray Anonymous, so you guys know the spiel by now. Logan said it's got to be almost a record of video responses one time. I just wanted to be able to do the movies one at a time and let people pick and choose what and when they want to watch it, kind of, rather than do one long Batman video, because I can overtalk on characters that I like a lot. Batman, Superman, stuff like that. I'm a big geek that way. Anyway, as you probably noticed, there's one important aspect of Batman Forever that I didn't mention, and I left it for this one because it kind of goes together with this one here. That's Robin. Robin had been a character that had been wanted to be put in the film since the very beginning. There had been talks about Robin way back from the Tim Burton days. I remember hearing that I think it was Marlon Wayans was up for the role of Robin at one point, and I think Lucas Haas was, Elijah Wood, Michael Jackson wanted to play the role of Robin. I kid you not, that is actually true. Michael Jackson actively went for the role of Robin in Batman. Before there was even a Robin character in the Batman movies. Of course, there's a Robin character in the comic book, but before there was one in the movies. So here we are. Robin was introduced as Chris O'Donnell, and a lot of people bitch about the Robin character and stuff like that. And for what he did, didn't take anything away from the film for me. I thought Robin was an interesting character to be introduced. I think that it was done fairly well, but it was, again, hampered by bad scripts. Is Chris O'Donnell a bad actor? No, he's not a bad actor for this type of thing. Robin is not exactly a role that's going to take a lot of depth, especially early on. And, of course, we get Joseph Gordon-Levitt later on in the last Batman film, and I got to say, Levitt was great. But he was never Robin, he was Nightwing. Now, Batman and Robin, me and Logan disagreed on Man of Steel. And I stick to my guns and being right on that one, Logan. But to each his own. Everybody's got their opinion. There's lots of movies that I love that people hate, and there's lots of movies that I hate that people love. But Batman and Robin is one of the ones that I gotta say is so bad, it's really good. Now, first off, we get Alicia Silverstone at her cutest. And a lot of people hated the fact that she was in the film, but I didn't mind it. Of course, she wasn't the Batgirl that we've seen from before. She's not. She doesn't have the chops or the figure that Yvonne Craig had, but still, she's quite the hottie in the film. And if not make it even better, we have Uma Thurman channeling her inner Mae West to be Poison Ivy. And if you're a big fan of Superman and superheroes, then look really closely. The guy that causes Uma Thurman to turn into Poison Ivy, well, that's John Glover, who plays Lionel Luthor on the series Smallville. And the guy playing Bane, unfortunately, that's Jeep Swanson, who has passed away now. He was a wrestler in WCW, and he had a pretty thankless role. Bane is pretty much a goon character in this one here, which is pretty much exactly the opposite of what Bane is. Bane is an intelligent, thinking man, and that is what he's supposed to be. The last film, actually, Dark Knight Rises, got it closest to being right for Bane, except in the last 15 minutes of the movie, they decided to make Bane into this ultimate pussy, and it hurt the character for me, but Tom Hardy's portrayal of Bane up to that point was actually very good. Now, this movie is horrible in all the right ways. And one thing I gotta say, set design on this thing is incredible. There are some amazing sets. Colors are vibrant and beautiful. I don't have this one on Blu-ray yet. I've got it on DVD, but I can just imagine how Batman and Robin pops on Blu-ray, because it just really has that those aspects that you would want in a Blu-ray film. The colors are amazing. The set pieces are extravagant. Don't like the nipples on the Batsuits, but hey. And what's with the butt shots? At least we got Lisa Silverstone to do a butt shot this time around. And this is what kills me. George Clooney is a good actor. You don't see it in this movie, but he's a good actor. And George Clooney, he looks like Batman. He looks like Bruce Wayne. He looks like the guy that will come out of the comic book. He really, really does. So it's such a disappointment to see him in this film with this portrayal. And you can tell he's getting his check and walking through the film. But it is such a shame because it is such a bad film. Arnold Schwarzenegger was definitely the wrong choice for Mr. Freeze. Very cheesy. This is Manos, Hands of Fate type of cheese that you want to watch. What is the right choice for Mr. Freeze? I'm going to say what all the comic book geeks say, and I'm going to go with Patrick Stewart. I think he would have been a perfect choice. Of course, my Mr. Freeze is always Michael Ansara from the Batman, the animated series. He did an incredible job. And if you want to see Michael Ansara more, go watch Bewitched. But this, it's so bad it's good. I mean, is this the one? No, the one before had the Holy Rusted Metal Batman. Like, what do you mean? It's like, well, it's metal and it's rusted and there's holes. It was an incredible line. People make fun of that, but it's one of the best throwbacks to the series. And it takes nothing from the movie or the series to just give a nod here or there. Now, don't get me wrong, Batman and Robin is by no means a good film. It is not a film that I think should be on everybody's list of top films. Or, hey, if I want to see a Batman film, which one should I choose first? Well, you should choose the Keaton Batmans first. But this is just fun. It is cheesy, freaky fun with bad, over-the-top acting. Beautiful, beautiful sets, wonderful colors. Just the colors in this film are amazing. I mean, just go back and watch it through the eyes of like a set designer and cinematographer, and you will actually appreciate it for that. And this is the thing with me. When I watch movies, I'm looking at different aspects of it, not just the film. I'm looking at how was the cinematography done, how was the lighting, how was the design of the set. I'm geeky that way. I don't see a flat screen when I look at a movie. I see a three-dimensional image, and it's how I've seen movies for a long, long time. I study film. I make no bones about that fact, and I enjoy that. I love film. Is this a great film? God, no. Is it a film that belongs in your Blu-ray collection? Yeah, actually, if you can get this one fairly cheap, with the colors and sets of this film, it's a fun little film. I mean, is it a good film? Is it well written? No. Is it going to bore you? But no, it's not going to bore you either. You're just going to have fun with the movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to do some cheesy lines. And by the way, watch for Jesse the Body Ventura, former governor, plays the guard in this film. There's just so many little things there to look into. And Poison Ivy, oh man, the whole Mae West character. I would like to see her do that type of character, the type of Mae Westian character, in something else, in something more. Because she just does such a great job of channeling Mae West, and I'm a big fan of Mae West, so that was a big plus for me. One of the cheesiest things is when Batman and Robin are fighting over Uma Thurman. But then again, hey, look, it's Uma Thurman. You would fight over her, but you wouldn't probably need the special lipsticky stuff that she uses and pheromones. But anyway, I think this is my longest video on any of these films, and this is probably the worst film in the series, but it's one to own. Have in your Blu-ray collection. Seriously, if you don't, yeah, get it on Blu-ray. It is a fun film. It has some of the best set pieces since the first film, and it definitely has some of the best lighting and some of the cheesiest lines. Check it out, Batman and Robin, Joel Schumacher. The guy, of course, like I've mentioned before, his hands were tied a lot with this movie here. He was pushed towards doing certain things to bring out certain ties, and you would actually apologize for this film when you get the DVD. But Schumacher's not a bad director. This is not a hack making these movies. This is an actual competent, qualified director making a couple bad movies. But you know what? They're bad movies you can have fun with. Enjoy them. enjoy the Batman series and enjoy it for what it is, because soon it would get really, really serious, and a lot of the enjoyment will be taken out. Thanks for watching, and for me right now, it's time to finish my tea. It is time for tea.